What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from June 14th, 2019. They were at the Melrose Ballroom in Queens, New York, and their commentators were Don Callis and Josh Matthews. So yeah, out of the 2300 arena from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, into in the way they will say, the shadow of New York City. Anyways, let's get to the show here. So we get the North, which is All Eagle Ethan Page, and Walking Weapon Josh Alexander versus Sabu, being accompanied by the Super Genie and his tag team partner, Rob Van Dam. So it's a tag team match. It was a regular tag team match, and then all of a sudden Sabu brought in a steel chair and throws it to his opponents. I think it was either to Josh Alexander or to Ethan Page. Either way, Sabu did that, and I think it was a win. It was it's not a hardcore match. It's not, but the referee allows it. That right there, it kind of lost credibility of the match, and basically this match was a clusterfuck because also Moose comes out and just takes down RBD off the top rope. Sabu gets a steel chair and goes for the steel chair leg drop onto Josh Alexander door table. Ethan Page breaks the count though. But basically the North win the match by pinning Sabu. I think they pinned Sabu in the match, if I'm not mistaken, unless it was RVD. Oh no, actually it was Sabu. So Moose comes out there and helps out the North. I'm saying to myself, I thought you was done with the North. And we'll get to more of that too as we get to have them backstage. But also we go to the post match. Tommy Dreamer comes out to help out RVD and Sabu to beat up on Moose. Moose escapes though because he's about to get a Van Terminator. But then Moose basically gets out there and that was it. Also, we go backstage and we see Moose basically telling the North, where the hell were you guys and everything. I say to myself, I thought they did this whole thing where Moose is done with the North. So the North basically didn't want to hear any of it. Basically, Josh Alexander wanted to kill him, but Ethan Page was like, you're lucky I'm not gonna let him turn your partner and everything, and then they walked off. And then Moose was like, I don't need you guys anyways and everything. I said to myself, but you already said you didn't need them. So Moose says, he's going to take out every ECW guys, until he gets to RVD as a anniversary. So it was announced, as obviously it was announced later on in the night, that Tommy Dreamer is going to be facing Moose on the next episode of Impact Wrestling. So there you go. Wow, what a train wreck that was, folks, to start the show. We get Jessica Havok being accompanied by Father James Mitchell and Sue Young versus someone named Masha Slamovic. I think that's how you say it. Masha was she had a little spunk in her, but at the same time she's in the ring with Havok, and Havok was killing her, dominating her. I mean, yeah, Masha had some offense, but it still wasn't enough against Havok. So, obviously, Havok won. Choke slam and then tombstone. And yeah, she basically killed Masha. After the match, Father James Mitchell gets on the mic and tells to announce to the audience that Rosemary needs help with her anger issues and all that. Basically saying that she stole Sue Young and young dead brides, and addressing how she committed the ultimate sin by putting her hands on James Mitchell, which is why he brought in Havok to take care of Rosemary. And unfortunately, Ty Valkyrie was in the wrong place, wrong time. And he makes a personal mission that Havok will become the next, will become the new future Impact Knockouts champion, and Rosemary has no chance. And there you go. So yeah, it was a good promo from Father James Mitchell, except you got some of these fans in the crowds that were chanting, "What? What? What?" Annoying. But hey, Father James Mitchell is a pro. He's professional. He still kept on doing his promo, despite the fans, a couple of fans in the crowds like idiots chanting "What?" Josh Matthews announced that Ty Valkyrie will be answer how she will feel about this match with Jessica Havok when she appears on the Smoke Show that's going to be hosted by Scar Bordeaux. We'll get to that later. We got Raj Singh being accompanied by Gama Singh and Rohit Rajul as Raj Singh goes up against Cody Deaner, who's being accompanied by cousin Jake Deaner. Match itself, I'll also say this: Cody Deaner was decent. Raj Singh wasn't impressed at all. Maybe about 2 moves. Other than that, he was not impressive to me. But I'll give Cody Deaner this: he was hillbillying it up. Hillbillying it up. That's what Don Callis said, because he's a hillbilly. Hillbillying up. So yeah, he was hard. He was all fired up and everything, but it didn't matter because at the end, obviously the his squad cheated to win, and there you go. So yeah, Ross Singh, who's trash, wins. We go backstage and we see Melissa Santos asking about Michael Hogan about feeling the main event match against Willie Mack. So he answers by saying, that he's basically he was going to try to answer about the whole situation with Willie Mack, about he's going to send about saying him to hospital and everything, and then Johnny B. Trash shows up, and basically saying that you didn't last time you tried to put him in the hospital, he hasn't come back and everything and whatever, blah blah blah. And I'm trying to remember what else he said. It was something that annoying he said. I can't remember what it was, but he was also with Johnny E. Bravo as well. I can't remember what he said. Oh yeah, something about commenting about his highlights on his hair, because he looked at Conor Reeves from NXT, the finest Conor Reeves from NXT, except Conor Reeves kind of copied Giant B Trash first when Giant B Trash was Giant Nitro and whatever. Anyways, the point is. Johnny B. Trash got a new look. He's basically copying. He's basically he took the looks of Conor Reeves basically. So even though Conor Reeves took that from him first, though, I'm just saying. I digress. But whatever. Johnny B. Trash. He's always gonna be trash. Be trash. Be trash. Be trash. Be trash. We see Rosemary backstage. She responds to Father James Mitchell about does not find Havok to be threatened at all, and saying that if you you couldn't contain your monster abyss. Now she didn't say abyss, but saying she's saying that he couldn't contain his monster, and saying to Father James Mitchell, what makes you think you contain this monster? And basically Rosemary says she's ready for what's to come. So yeah, I cannot wait to see what and I also am ready too as well to see what's to come as well. We see Alicia Edwards backstage as Maxa Semovic was coming in into the women's locker room after being destroyed by Jessica Havok, and she's asking if she's okay. Also, let me see Sami Callahan barges in. Basically it's the women's locker room, and I was telling him that you can't be in here and all that, and then Tessa Blanchard comes in. Yeah, but she was already in the dressing room, but still she comes in and tells Sami Callahan, what are you doing here as the women's locker room? You had no business being here. And then Sami Callahan's like, well, you had no business, getting involved in my business and everything. And then Tessa Blanchard tells that basically telling Sami Callahan, in the ring, it's always my business and everything. Um, and basically Tessa Blanchard tells the ladies that she got the, I mean, she got I'll need to mention that because it was already been talked about anyways. Because again, Tessa Blanchard was right in there, and she said, "I got this. I'll talk to Sam Callahan and everything." So basically, yeah, they were bickering back and forth, and this led to where just Tessa Blanchard wants to challenge Jay Crest, and we'll get to that on the next episode of Impact Wrestling. So yeah, but it's kind of disappointing for me, folks, because I was expecting Scarborough to be in that role instead of Tessa Blanchard. Because it would be nice to see Scarborough where it's going to lead to a feud between Scarborough and Sami Callahan in the match for the anniversary. But by the looks of it, it's going to be Tessa Blanchard taking that spot instead. So I'm kind of disappointed, but it's whatever. It's whatever. Hey, Tessa Blanchard, is this the best they got for Tessa Blanchard too, though? That's good. Hopefully they got something better for Scarborough down the line. Like for example, we're a chance to tie a Valkyrie. I'll get to that later. Jordan Grace versus Madison Rayne. And also, let me get Kiera Hogan coming out. Kiera Hogan with a new look, with her hair, new music, new Tapatron. It's a whole new Kiera Hogan. So, I guess this is supposed to be the repackage of the official repackage of the heel of Kiera Hogan, of being the girl on fire. She's still the girl on fire, and she's all about blue flames now. And she was on commentary with Don Callis and Josh Matthews, and she was pretty good on commentary, talking all that she needed to get out on commentary, what pertains to herself, to Jordan Grace, pertains to the whole thing of Kiera Hogan being all real and everything, and just everything that Kiera Hogan was talking about on commentary. It was on point and everything, and Kiera Hogan was tremendous on commentary. She's a good talker. She's a good talker, and she showed it on the commentary. So the match itself, good match between Jordan Grace and Madison Rayne. There was a quite scare there for Madison Rayne, because Madison Rayne, she went over the ropes to land on the apron, but also she slips off the apron and falls down. Like, oh my god! Like, I hope she's alright, because she was near the barricade, that the steel guardrail basically, where she could have bumped her head there. Like, holy shit! Like, but thank God she's all right, because that would have ended, that would have not been good, the way that would happen. But the match continues, and these two women going at it all in all. Also, Kiera Hogan gets someone off commentary, clapping for Kiera Hogan. Kiera Hogan clapping for Jordan Grace, like, you're great, I know that. Like, and then Jordan Grace gets distracted because of that. Master Rayne takes advantage of it a little bit, but Jordan Grace gets back, to try to get back, my momentum. Kiera Hogan, once again, is just distracting Jordan Grace, which led to Master Rayne getting the win over of Jordan Grace, and then Kiera Hogan, taunting Jordan Grace of losing the match, and there you go. So the feud will still continue on between Jordan Grace and Kiera Hogan. Hopefully this time Kiera Hogan will go over in the feud. Because if they do all this for Kiera Hogan, of repackaging her, of repackaging her, of being a heel, with a new look, new music, new theme, new Tapatron, And she's gonna be wearing new attires too as well. I've seen it on Instagram. It's gonna be everything new about Kiera Hogan. With her being a heel, it's all gonna be about Blue Flames. Hashtag Blue Flames. But yeah, if they did all that just for her to lose again, I'll just leave it as that. Killer Cross posted a promo about 8 hours saying that it's not over between those two. Uh, it's just begun. You know, he explains. He wants Edwards to know why he killed Kenny. The candlestick. Because he wants Edwards to know his own good, and he's going to set an example on Sandman. So we get to the match between Killer Cross and Sandman, and Killer Cross wins with the cross jacket. The match itself wasn't that. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was bad, but at the same time, it wasn't good either. But Killer Cross will not let go of the cross jacket on the Sandman. So Edwards comes out with with Kenny 2.0, chase away Killer Cross. Killer Cross say it's not over between us yet, and all that and whatever, blah blah blah. I don't know what they're doing, folks. I don't know where they're going with this. I don't like it. I just don't like it. We go to the LEX clubhouse, where they're with Conan, having drinks and all that. And Conan is talking about, you guys almost lost the tag belts and everything. And then LEX is trying to talk, is trying to let Conan know that, but it was Trey who's not illegal in the match and everything. And then also they wait for someone to come by, so they could leave. All of a sudden, the Rascal shows up, and they're wondering how you guys get in here. You know that, right? How you keep finding us and everything. So the Rascal enters and everything, and tells LAX that we almost beat you guys and everything, and blah blah blah. And Conan praises them. I admire you guys, for and all that. And then all of a sudden, the Rascals says something to Conan in a way. And then Conan took offense of that, and that's when he ordered LEX to beat them up, and even Conan jumped into the fight, which it was a ridiculous fight that I've ever seen out of LEX, especially when it takes to Conan, who's obviously look. Oh my god, it was so funny, man. I mean, the brawl was kind of so bad that it was funny, and then they show Ortiz and Santana stomping on, I think it was either Wentz or Trey, and they show the camera, basically a camera again, either it was supposed to be Trey or Wentz that was being stomped on, and they're showing Santana and Ortiz stomping on. It was hilarious. And then someone shows up, and I believe that was Dorado Kid. The luchador mask and everything, and it's like, and they were leaving. Also, he goes into the pockets of, I think, the tray, and he saw his wallet. Like, what the fuck is this? What the hell is this? Oh my god, it was hilarious. Oh my god, that kind of made my night in a way. All right, and this is where I came in because I should mention to my folks. While the show was going on, I was working, so I came in half an hour before the show ended, where Scarborough hosted the Smoke Show, and Fall Out was there. You had Tyler Valkyrie, the Impact Knockouts champion, with Johnny E. Bravo there as well, and Scarborough is excited to have her there, and Tyler Valkyrie was not excited to be there. She said, "Let's get this over with and everything." Scarborough asked Tyler Valkyrie, "Where is Slamtown?" Exactly, where is Slamtown? And she's also wondering if she could go there. And Taya says, no. Doesn't matter anyway, because there's no such thing as Slamtown anyways. There's no such place as Slamtown. But Scarborough says, to follow up on it, she has another question. What pertains to the 30 days of no title defense policy that she has, what pertains to Tyler Valkyrie being Knockouts champion. And then Tessa Blanchard, not Tessa Blanchard, Scarborough says she heard for Impact Management that she's going to defend her title against Su Yung. And Ty Valkyrie loses her mind and everything, and like, like how could this happen and everything, and like, Johnny Bravo, I blame you for this, and then she walks off and everything, and then also and by the way, they had a bottle of champagne that Scarborough was trying to offer Ty Valkyrie, but Ty Valkyrie's like, nah, it's from New York, and I'll drink one that's in California, because that's where she's from now with Johnny B. Trash. And then Scarpado's like, do you want the champagne now? And then Ty Parker's, you know what? Yeah, let me get the champagne. Like, but whatever, But yeah, so yeah, but our next Impact Wrestling show is going to be the Impact Knockouts champion Ty Valkyrie defending against Su Yung. So there you go. But as far as the smoke show was, I thought it was entertaining. It was pretty entertaining. And as far as Scarborough or what they should do with her, I think that she should be the next contender somewhere down the line in the future against Ty Valkyrie for the Impact Knockouts Championship. I'd love to see that match between Ty Valkyrie and Scarborough if they do it. But we'll see. Main event time. Big Mike, the unbreakable Michael Elgin versus most Willie Mack's nickname. It was something about chocolate because he's black. Anyways, the point is, it's Michael Elgin versus Willie Mack main event time, and Rich Swann was at ringside for Willie Mack. Match itself was a damn good match between Michael Elgin and Willie Mack. Again, these main event matches are kicking asses for Impact Wrestling every week. It's amazing. It's awesome, especially when you involve guys like Michael Elgin. Michael Elgin is a main event player. Excuse me. And he's carrying Impact Wrestling on his back right now, despite our Impact World Champion Brian Cage not being there. But he will come back pretty soon, folks. He should come back before we get to 7th anniversary. Like the Go Home show, basically. Which, by the way, isn't the Go Home show in 2 weeks' time, by the way? Because 7th anniversary is going to be in July 7th on a Sunday. Who knows? But anyways, but yeah, this main event match was outstanding. Michael Elgin was doing his thing. Willie Mack was doing his thing. Rich Swann at one point got taken out by Michael Elgin. From the tail end of the match. Michael Elgin goes for the Elgin bomb and then goes for the Elgin bomb for the 3 count and the win. Michael Elgin goes for the Buckle bomb and then goes for the Elgin bomb. I meant to say, against the win. And Rich Swann gets in there to because Michael Elgin was not done with Willie Mack, so Rich Swann gets in there to beat up on Michael Elgin, only for Johnny Trash to come out there to ruin everything and takes out Rich Swann. Michael Elgin and Johnny Trash stir each other. All of a sudden, Michael Elgin takes out Johnny Trash. And I'm like, yeah, awesome. And then Michael Elgin decided to put on his sunglasses. John B. Trash's sunglasses on. Like, that was not that. I was like, get that off. I was literally saying that. I was like, get that off. And then also he takes it off. Like, thank God. That was not good. And Michael Elgin goes after Willie Mack, gives him the powerbomb into the ring post. Hopefully that means he sent Willie Mack to the hospital this time. Who knows? But I digress. And also in the show, Michael Elgin stands tall, taking out Rich Swann, taking out John B. Trash, and taking out Willie Mack, standing tall, making him look more stronger. What pertains to him going up against Brian Cage for the Impact World Championship at 7th anniversary. And yeah, and there's a reason why he's called Unbreakable Michael Elgin. He is unbreakable for a reason. Just saying. But talking about wrestling for Impact Wrestling, the show from June 14th, 2019. Four matches? Actually, it was 5 matches, actually. Yeah, 5 matches. Let me just double check though, because it was the main event. There was I think it was 6 matches if I'm not mistaken. Hey, if it was 6 matches, that's either way, that's cool too. Let me see. Let me just double check here. Yeah, 6 matches. And my overall strength for the show, I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 is good. So that being said, folks, thank you all for watching. It's the Natural Born Driller, saying peace on the streets. For this was your Impact Wrestling review.